Hey guys, welcome back to the Craft Angles video tutorial with me. I'm Savithri from All Things Beautiful, and I'm so excited to come back today with another beautiful tutorial. I hope so. I haven't tried it before. I'm planning to try something new here, and this is going to be a very apt and perfect gifting option and or for your homes this festive season. So I have here the Craft Angles tray and coaster set. So these are 4-inch squares, and they are about 4 mm, and they are so good. It's actually a very good size for a coaster, and you can do a lot of work on these, so this is really good. So I'm taking these coasters and this beautiful small tray apt to decorate on your side table or anything. So we're going to work on this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to paint all these with these beautiful chalky paints from Craft Angles. I just love the colors. They are so bright and lovely. And I'm going to use this pale daffodil, cool jade, bubblegum pink and cherry coral. Yes, they are like really bright and vibrant colors. So I'm going to use these colors and just paint my tray and the coasters. To get the best out of these beautiful chalk paint colors, I will first paint the base in white. Also, because MDF is a porous material, it is always advisable to give a base coat of either white acrylic paint or chalk paint or even gesso. So I give 2 coats of the paint on this tray, and I just love the color. So now coming to the interesting part, I wanted to do something which is festive and also with some design that can be used throughout the year in your homes. So I have just taken laser printout of this elephant design. I really love this. So what I am going to be doing is I just checked the size and then took a print. And what I'm going to be doing is I will just fussy cut it along the image, just leaving a very little space. I thought this design would be both festive and also a little quirky to use as home decor. So that's the reason I have chosen this. This is just a simple laser printout of image. I just took this image from the internet. You could do the same, and you can do any image that you want. But keeping in mind the challenge for this month, I thought a nice decorative elephant would be quite festive. So I have cut out all the elephant images, and this is how I'm going to place them. And I'm going to place this big one here, and I'm going to place these smaller elephant images on this. See how beautiful and colorful it looks. And now comes the twist. I am not going to do a decoupage on these. What I'm going to do is use this product from Craft Angles. It's the acrylic soft gel. So this is what I'm going to use today to transfer this image onto the tray and the coasters. So let's begin. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a multi-purpose, multi-use gel. If you're somebody who's beginning in mixed media or decoupage or any kind of such arts, and you don't want to spend too much money on buying different products, then this is just for you. This can be used mixed with paint, so it will alter the texture of the paint. So you use it in different ways as texture paste, or even mix colors and use them as color texture. So it will change the consistency and flow, and it is also a great adhesive for your mixed media projects. So I left all these overnight. Now I'm taking a sponge, dipping it in some water, and I'm just going to dab them with some water, and I will gently roll my fingers over it and remove the layer of paper. So here it is. Isn't that beautiful? Now, an important thing that you have to do in the image transfer techniques is that once you remove the white paper from the images, you have to, this is a very compulsory step, you have to apply a coat of decoupage glue on the image. The reason we have to do this is so that it will remove the, see right now if you see, it has a very cloudy texture. So to remove that and give it that glossy look, you have to apply a coat of decoupage glue on your transferred image. This is a very important step, because many people try image transfer and they say that their image is still very cloudy. The reason is because you have not put a coat of decoupage glue. You have to put a coat of decoupage glue on your image. That's very important. That will remove the cloudy, hazy effect and will give you a nice look. So now I'll go ahead, will remove the paper from all the coasters and the tray as well. So that's the beautiful image transfer using the all-in-one product soft gel of Craftangles. It looks really beautiful. I have this beautiful mosaic kind of stencil from Craftangles. So I'm going to use these stencils and create some more nice textures. I'm taking some antique gold here on my stencil brush. I don't want a very bright stenciling. I want it to be very subtle. So can you see that? It's just a very light image, light stenciling, not a dark stencil. To make it look more quirky, you can also give some other color which will complement this design. It's not necessary you have to give like a gold or a copper, but I'm giving a copper just for that festive vibe. Isn't that looking lovely? Lot of colors, very vibrant and also festive and quirky. So I'm not going to stop here. I'm very bad at stopping. I want to do more and more. So we will accentuate this tray a little more with some nice texturing. I'm going to use the same Craftangles stencil here, and I'm going to do some texturing work. We could have done this even before we actually painted the tray yellow, but yeah, I didn't have an idea that time, so that's fine. We can paint it again. So I am not going to texture it fully. Yeah, so that's what I want to do. I don't want to fill it up fully. So we'll leave this to dry, and I will do this side also. Our stencil has dried completely. I have just given it on both sides. You It looks really pretty. I will just sand it lightly. I'm going to use this another antique product from Craft Angles. It's my antique wax or art wax. So I am just going to take some in my finger and I'm just going to rub it along. Just a subtle, this is just to give it some dimension, not too much. I'm not rubbing too much. Also what I will do is I will just run my fingers with the same wax on the edges of the tray also. This will also give it like a nice distressed look. I like to use my fingers for this. It gives me more control. These products are a must for any mixed media or decoupage artist, and if you buy one like box of this, it goes a long way. It's a good investment. Just the edges, just to give it that a little distressed look. Now I'll do the sides with like a copper antique gold. I've already painted them. This is just for that extra richness of the festive season. It's the same gold that I used for stenciling. So the final will be to use our varnish, the gloss varnish from Craft Angles, and seal our project. Since it is a tray and a coaster set, I will be giving at least 2 coats of varnish with a day in between. It's very, very important. You cannot, these varnish will dry very fast, but that doesn't mean that you can put a coat over it immediately. You should never do that. You should always leave it to dry in between coats, at least for a day. Give at least 2 coats because they have to be heat resistant. You can also use Craft Angles liquid glaze to give a nice glossy top coat instead of resin. That will also look really nice. So we are done with all our work on these coasters and tray. Beautiful. I really love the way it's turned out. I love this texture work, very subtle with that antique wax finish and the distress work. It's really beautiful. It's nice and vibrant, and I'm sure this is gonna attract all eyes when kept on your table. So isn't that looking lovely, vibrant with so many bright colors?